black community. The black community, in the black community, there's a large segment that loves the shooters. They love the killers. They glorify it. It's the loudest in the room. You know, you can go to places, man, and you can see rest in peace on the wall to such and such. And you go across social media, you hear all people always say, man, free Hakeem or free Chill Will and all that kind of stuff. But Chill Will got like 5 bodies. These dudes sold all kind of heroin in the black community, and they responsible in the last 3 years of killing 70 people with their dope. But when they get indicted, free such and such. Oh, he was the man. Not one time do I ever see people talk about the victims' family. Never. When you say free Hakeem, free Ice Pick, what about the families that come from the same community of the deceased? You never see that. What about your rappers that's locked up? Free such and such. But they locked up for murders. They locked up for bodies. Nobody cares about the victims of the community. You might have a guy that might have been stealing cars or something, or a guy that might have been doing something in the community, and he might have told, right? And we ain't advocating snitching, but he may have told. But you'll hate him, this guy that may have done something that told, more than you hate the guy that's killing black boys in the community. The killer can go to jail, come home, and live right next door to you. Because that's the way we think in the community. He got 4 or 5 bodies. He could have ran with the South Side crew and been knocking dudes off, man. You don't care. He respected. He's a killer. This is the messed up thinking in the black community, man. And we gotta change. We gotta change this. We gotta change the way we think. We gotta change the way we interact, man. Because like it's sad. You look on TV and you see the BMF series. Everybody loves Big Meech and Southwest T and the BMF crew. But why? Why? Why do they have a TV show? Why are they being celebrated and able to make more money, and then his son is able to become a TV star based off his father being a drug dealer in the black community? What about all the other actors or future entertainers that's busting their behind, trying to work their way up through the ranks just to get their big break? But we celebrate this kind of stuff. Big Meech is in jail and he's looked at as a folk hero. He's looked at as I don't understand why. At what point do we shun this kind of behavior? These guys should be humble, kneeling before the Most High for their sins against humanity and their people. Not be celebrated and have TV shows generating millions of dollars where young kids can see it and want to emulate and want to be the next Big Meech or Southwest T. This is the stuff that goes on within our communities, man. It's a sad thing, man. It's a sad thing, man. Our kids, from the time that they're in their young formative years, man, this deaf culture that's celebrated in our community, they're indoctrinated with that from little children, raised up to the point where they get about 15, 16, and they out making their own decisions. This is their lifestyle. This is their way of thinking. Our little girls, this is like, you celebrate the deaf culture more than you celebrate the rest of the community that gets up and go to work every day, that's trying their best to bring some sense of normalcy to the community. It's crazy, man. It's crazy when you just look around social media and you look around. Like I said, you respect the shooter. You love the shooter. You love the gangster. There's no celebration for the black achievers, guys that get things done within the communities that we come from. No, they're not celebrated. But I'll say this as I go. I see that young rapper K Flock caught that body on and it's on video, and everybody's saying free K Flock. But what about the guy Hernandez? What about his mother? Anybody ever talk about maybe how she may be dealing with the death of her son? How the family may mourn his death? No, you like K Flock, so it's just free K Flock. This is the way we think. There's murders in the black community every day on the black and brown side. And not one time do I ever see people talk about the victim's deceased family. Do they have enough to even bury their dead? What about if the person had children? How are the children doing? Because you don't care. You're so messed up in this this satanic spirit that's dwelling within our communities. You only celebrate the death. You only celebrate the gangster. You only celebrate the shooter. You only celebrate the underbelly of our people, man. And that's going to have to change. That thought process is going to have to change, man. It's going to have to change. Start talking about the victims' families. Because I guarantee you, if you saw somebody say, free Ricky, and Ricky was responsible for killing your brother, you would want to rearrange Ricky's, you would want to rearrange that person's face. If you were somewhere and they were saying free Big Hot, but Big Hot killed your brother or killed your mother, you want to rearrange some furniture in that person's mouth. So think about this, man. We got to start holding ourselves accountable to what's going on in our community. Don't just go around just saying free somebody, but they was running around killing the black community. Some of them need to stay there and get rehabilitated, whatever they need until they change their life. Because they done had 1,000 warnings. 1,000 warnings. We got to change from our wicked ways, man. We got to change from our wicked ways. I'll leave it there, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to Street Media TV, man. Remember, I love y'all. Leave your comments in the comment section. Tell me why we love the gangster and the shooter more than we love the decent people within the black community that represents most of us. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.